This comes to us via Craig Morgan of The Athletic, who sat down with Auston Matthews in Arizona, asked him a number of different things about his love of ASU, about the Toronto Maple Leafs captaincy, also about the Coyotes' new owner, the first Latino majority owner in the National Hockey League. Said heard some really good things, but this is the paragraph that kind of stood out. Obviously, how I got into hockey was growing up here and going to Coyotes games. It's the team I rooted for growing up. So to see the direction they're going with this new owner, it reflects positively on him and this organization. Selfishly, I want to see them do well, figure out the whole rink situation, and I still root for them, except when they're playing Toronto. I want to see them be successful and grow the game even more throughout this state because it's an amazing place to live and play hockey.
Yeah, that sounds like him at the podium signing his new 7-year extension with the Arizona Coyotes. Like, honestly, it feels like 5 years from now, we're going to be comparing that quote with the one that he delivers in front of what's the Arizona newspaper called? Who knows? But in front of them. So if I had to ask you today, do you think Auston Matthews is going to be in Arizona Coyotes uniform and, after 5 more seasons with the Toronto Maple Leafs? What would be your answer as of today? Just gut feel.
After reading that quote, after hearing everything, after understanding his love for that place, after understanding that, he only did sign a 5-year deal and it wasn't an 8-year extension with the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'd put it like 50-50.
Yeah. It's not something that anybody really needs to worry about today. I think that, we talked about
and
this.
5 years is a long time, man. Like,
Really,
if the
really
Toronto Maple Leafs haven't done what they hope to do in this era with all these young players in the next 5 years, it's been an unmitigated disaster. And if he left after that and the numerous half-decade of playoff failures, you'd hardly blame the guy if they couldn't get it done over that span. The other scenario is also true. If they win a cup or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, it'd be a LeBron situation. You'd be like, go home. When the via con Dios, you'll still be revered here forever. But that doesn't make you super optimistic about him wearing a Toronto Maple Leafs uniform for his entire career.
So I do want to, this is obviously a little bit of just radio hot takeaway and some fun that we're trying to have here. But you have to be able to understand, again, same thing with Kawhi, same thing with John Tavares. I think that some guys now are feeling more of an obligation to go home. And some guys do feel that real pride of, how they developed. And a guy like Auston Matthews in a place where no one really gives a crap about hockey probably takes a lot of personal pride in being the guy that's from there that no one would have ever believed could have actually come out of there. Everyone likes to be the underdog in their story. And for Auston Matthews now, it's like, how are you the underdog? You're one of the best goal scorers on the planet. You're playing for the Maple Leafs. You're someone who's more hyped than just about anyone. Rightfully so. But one way he still is the underdog, one guy he still gets to pitch himself as that in his mind, is building hockey in the desert and being someone who takes the next step from the Coyotes, who saves hockey there, who really helps it grow. So I don't know. It's not something that I'm worried about because it's 5 years down the line and it's mostly just joking around with friends. But I do believe that's actually on the table.
Well, who says that, right? Who says, I root for that team. I root for them. We get it. You have your childhood allegiances, and maybe even subconsciously, John Tavares was picking up the newspaper when he was on Long Island and seeing how the Toronto Maple Leafs did, and he was like, "Oh, good for them. They're on an upward
never would have heard the I root for them when they're not playing for the Islanders."
No, nah. I know they're not in the same conference. Get it? They're not exactly traditional rivals, the Toronto Maple Leafs and Arizona Coyotes, but that goes usually unsaid.
Here's what I think you can say with certainty. The Arizona Coyotes will have cap space available the year that Auston Matthews becomes a free agent.
Yeah.
They're not going to be we didn't meet with them. We only have $4 million in cap space. Sorry, Austin. They're going to clear the cap sheet.